Question 9 is a classic varies directly style problem. So what you're going to see here is that they've got the number of grams of fat varies directly as a person's weight here. So that terminology varies directly means that we have a specific setup of our problem. The setup on a varies directly problem is y equals k times x. So k is some constant that we always have to go try to figure out. The next thing to know is how the wording on this works is whatever the first piece is they're talking about, that's always your y value. And whatever the second piece is they're talking about, that's always going to be your x value. So right now, I like to usually change these into letters that match up with what I'm looking at. So I would say fat equals k, and then my x is going to be the weight, the w. So these are always a two-step process. Step one, whenever you're doing one of these, like we talked about real quick at the beginning, was find the k value. So we need to go find that constant, find that k value. So what we'll do is we'll use the first bit of information that they give us to plug into our f equals k times w setup. So a person weighing 96 pounds, so that's our w going on right there. My w down here looks like an n. I should make that more clear. And can have no more than 64 grams of fat per day. And again, that's why knowing the letters as opposed to y and x is a little bit better here, because that tells us that the f piece is going to be 64 equals k, and then the w that we have is 96. So the first part of this problem, again, is to find the k values. So we're going to divide by 96, divide by 96. We get k equals, and then we're just going to pop that into our calculator. We'll do 64 divided by 96, and that gives us this long decimal. And anytime I see a decimal like that, I just hit math and then hit number one fraction, and it'll take that and turn that into a fraction for me. So that's really 2/3, which is much easier to work with than that long decimal. Step two of the process, this is always a two-step process, and it'll always go like this. We're going to find the real answer. So the actual answer that they wanted us to find through this whole problem. So what we do is we take the k value that we found and the formula we started with, and we plug our k value into it. So we have f equals k, which is 2/3, and then times w. And now we go see what information they gave us. They'll either give us the f or they'll give us the w. In this one, they're saying that the person is weighing 102 pounds. So that's going to be our w they're giving us. So we take that and we plug that into this equation. 2/3, and then our w is 102. And now, just like we did on the last one, we'll just pop that into the calculator and see what that gives us. So we end up with 2 divided by 3 times 102. Hit enter and we get out of there 68. And that'll be our final answer.